A local veteran will be laid to rest in Ithaca after serving her country.
Habitat for Humanity made a trip to campus this week.
A man breaks a world record for bowling a perfect game in record time, coming up on the Noon Report.
Habitat for Humanity will be building roofs for 2 families in Ithaca. Good afternoon, I'm Austin Wolcott.
And I'm Katie Jones. That's our top story for this afternoon.
If you walked by the Campus Center quad on Ithaca College's campus recently, you may have noticed students working with hammers and nails. Our own Maggie Gorman met up with them to see what they were working on.
Ithaca College's Habitat for Humanity chapter helps out the greater Ithaca community in many ways each year. They help fix up homes, go on service trips, and right now they are working with 2 families in mind.
So today basically what we're doing is making trusses, and trusses are roof supports because a new family is coming in who is in need of an Ithaca Habitat home.
Habitat for Humanity of Tompkins and Cortland counties reached out to the IC Habitat Club when they got notice of 2 families coming to town that are in need of homes. The students gladly accepted the opportunity to serve the Ithaca community. I spoke with IC Habitat for Humanity's president Drew Stierhoff, who explained the club's feelings towards this project.
But we're really excited for it. It's going to be a lot of volunteer work here in Ithaca, which we're really excited for, and serving the Ithaca community is super awesome.
The group worked for 4 days on the Ithaca College campus, constructing the trusses that support the roof of the duplex that will house 2 families. Students set up tables, gathered supplies, and cut the wood in the weekends leading up to this week's build. They then outlined the shape of what each truss would look like and worked tirelessly for days to complete each truss. In total, the group finished 11 trusses that will go towards this Ithaca family's home. The larger Habitat for Humanity chapters in the area will now help finish construction for the home. 2 families will soon have a brand new space to call home thanks to some hardworking Ithaca College students and community members. For the Noon Report in Ithaca, I'm Maggie Gorman.
IC Habitat for Humanity is working on this program with Cornell's chapter. Cornell students will also be building trusses that will support one side of the home.
Nonprofit Tompkins Community Action was awarded $3.7 million for a new housing project. The Amici House will have 23 units of housing for homeless youth. The housing project will offer support services such as housekeeping skills, education training, and financial management.
A local nonprofit just got a much-anticipated award to advance their services right here in Ithaca. Reporter Melanie DeLima is in the studio with the details. Melanie?
Thanks, Austin. The Alcohol and Drug Council of Tompkins County has been awarded $500,000 from the Care Compass Network Innovation Fund. The award will support the development of a detox and stability facility that will offer 24/7 walk-in hours. The idea behind this new center is to provide a place for those addicted to drugs with a safe outlet. Ithaca has an ongoing heroin problem as the Ithaca Police Department have responded to more than 10 calls in the past 2 months involving heroin overdoses. Angela Sullivan, the executive director of the Alcohol and Drug Council of Tompkins County, said patients are happy a facility will now be closer to home.
I could do it from like back here, and then we currently treat that they wish this service was here. I have clinicians who want to refer people for detox, and they have to refer them an hour away to Syracuse or Binghamton or Elmira, which makes it hard for family and friends. So it's very exciting. It's a very big task, though.
The facility will include 20 to 24 beds, and the assignments of the beds will be based on individual assessments and what doctors believe is the best plan of care. They plan on completing the facility next year. Reporting for News Channel 6, I'm Melanie DeLima. Back to you, Katie and Austin.
Thank you, Melanie.
An Ithaca World War II veteran will finally be laid to rest. The resident, Florence Ebersole Smith Finch, was captured by the Japanese and tortured for weeks while serving in the Pacific. She was later freed by American forces. Finch was awarded the Medal of Freedom, one of the nation's highest civilian honors, after the war ended. She passed away at the age of 101 and will be buried in Ithaca. An Ithaca police officer is no longer employed after incidents involving a gun and DWI. The former officer, Matthew Lee Pagliaro, has been charged with a DWI in Newfield and is accused of pulling a gun on a person in Florida. Pagliaro was the officer for an Ithaca Police Department for nearly 20 years.
Cornell University has a new president. Martha Pollack officially took the position as the 14th president of the institution this week. Pollack is an expert in artificial intelligence who also holds academic appointments in the computer science, information science, and linguistics departments. Throughout this week, Pollack has discussed meeting the Cornell community and working with members to shape a vision for her presidency. She will be the second woman to hold the position.
Staying on the East Hill, Cornell's oldest all-male a cappella group, the Cayuga Waiters, has been permanently dismissed from the campus. This comes after the organization was discovered to have been involved in hazing activities through the fall 2015 and spring 2016 semesters. Cornell's Senior Director of Media Relations discussed the deep history of the organization, but that the situation would not be taken lightly.
Tonight, community members are hosting an event called Take Back the Night. The event is a protest against domestic and sexual violence. Take Back the Night will also feature a keynote speaker and stories from victims of domestic violence. Christy Taylor, Education Director, spoke on the importance of the event.
I think people are always shocked at how touching it is and how inspiring it is to hear survivors share their experiences, share their stories, and really speak out against what these issues are and to put a real human to statistics that we hear.
For more information, you can visit ithacatbtn.weebly.com.
Speaking of marches, the Climate March takes place tomorrow at the Ithaca Commons. The event will feature live music and speakers on local energy policy. Hundreds of similar marches are planned across the country this weekend. For more information, you can visit their Facebook event page. President Trump announced a new tax plan this week, bringing tax cuts to businesses and high-income earners. There are currently 7 tax brackets. This plan would reduce that number into 3 total brackets. Families may not see a significant income and tax break anytime soon if they are low-income earners. High-income earners will see taxes slashed nearly in half if the plan passes.
U.S. lawmakers are working rapidly to avoid a government shutdown. The stopgap bill has just been passed in the House with 382 votes in favor and 30 against. The bill will provide an extra week of time to gather funding for Congress. The last shutdown took place in 2013 and lasted 17 days. This shutdown could result in closed national parks, monuments, as well as layoff of federal employees and delayed tax refund payments.
Trump fears a major conflict with North Korea may be possible. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson has discussed potentially negotiating with North Korea to remove nuclear weapons. The United States deployed warships to the region, which has further strained relations with North Korea. The United Nations Security Council is meeting today to further discuss the situation.
Arkansas executed its 4th inmate in the past 8 days. The state supply of lethal injection drugs will expire at the end of the month. The expiration is a big controversy in the state. Arkansas said a resupply date is uncertain and that many other states are struggling with suppliers as well. On April 20th, Liddell Lee became the first of the inmates to be executed in the state in 12 years.
After the break, we'll be taking a look at the weather forecast with Michael.
And a man breaks a world record for bowling a perfect game in record time. Coming up on the Noon Report.